From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Mexico City Golden Eagles. Certainly the game of the weekend, maybe the game of the year, the battle of the unbeatens as we get underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Set. 60 outlaw. Ready, go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
He finds his target, Beckham. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
16 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
24 is the mic. All right, D, let's try. All right, D. 24 is the mic. Record. Delta. 24 is the mic. Hey, let him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Corey Vedvik on to punt the football. He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Blue ready. Target.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Switch. Hey, stop. 53's mine, Arvin. 53's mine. It's our field. It's our field.
Back to it after the pick six. Winston. Bryant has it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Come on, come on. Green, come on. Slam. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Let's box. Right. Kill.
From the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Ebukam. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down.
Right there. 54 Mike. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Whoa. Easy. Jim.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Slam.
Running with Kamara. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. It's caught. Beckham. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Room here to run. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 52.
Hey,
53.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Here we go. Here we go.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Man, that's trash. Got it. Mike 5-4, Mike 5.
Jameis to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
57's Mike.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Hard. Alert 3. Orbit. Check 24.
They'll run it with Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Okay. Mike 5-4. Let's go, G.
On 3rd down, Winston. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
Easy. Mike 54. Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. 54. Watch 54. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Check 50.
Jameis now on 1st down. He's got Smith here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Switch up. Mike Smith the flip. Watch the pass.
A 1st down throw for Winston. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards, the final tally. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. At 58 is the mic. Ball 58 is the mic.
Check pass.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Nice 7, let's go. You can't block me.
58, boys, 58.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is what I get running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Here we go, even. Look, huh? That's all right. Easy.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Here's Winston. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. Single, slot. Hey, you're on the 9 over there. You're on the 9. I got 40.
First down, Winston. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Samson Ebukam. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. A first update now from Cincinnati, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Winston now. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Open man is Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Switch. Kill. Squeeze. Get it. Let her.
Again, it's Jones. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
We got 4. 24 is the mic.
Brady going to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Double tight. 4 down. Check. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up.
Tight dog.
Watch it.
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
Go.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Watch Mike. I'm coming. Mike 52. Hey, let's get this. Mike 52. Wow. Move. No.
Brady going to try and throw on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah. Now a hit and a loose football.
When you kick off and you go downfield and get the ball back, that's what I call a great opportunity.
In a one-score game, I always circle, and you know this, but in my play-by-play sheet, I circle big plays. It could be turning points. This could be a turning point.
Did you put a second circle around this one? This is pretty big.
I put a star. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Saints.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Wait. Get in the way. Easy. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, let's get him. Hey, one set.
Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Check three. He's coming. We got double up.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Check 24. Buzz.
They'll go again to Jones. What a juke into space. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Back now in Mexico City. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. To throw on third down, Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Cameron Jordan picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Jameis now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now Winston. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Winston. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Lutz with the extra point. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
I mean, you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 5.
52, 52. Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2, Mike 5-2.
To throw is Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. That's complete to his receiver, Gadwin. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From midfield, here's Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. The 20. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there on the screen pass. 47 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
They'll give to Spiller. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Back to throw, Brady, and this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences.
And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 30 pace, let's go. Get on the field.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. this was that type of a game.
So for the home team here, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.